But first, we're going to turn to Kenneth Craig, who's at Columbus Circle in New York City. Kenneth, what are the conditions like right now?
Well, Rena, I think it's safe to say that this is the most pleasant it has been all morning. Earlier this morning, we saw that heavy snow that turned into really wet snow. And then when I came out here about 9 o'clock, we were seeing that heavy pounding ice. At that point, the winds were 20, 30 miles an hour. And so those ice pellets were coming in sideways, and that lasted for a few hours. Then that sort of tapered off to a light snow, and that is what we are seeing right now, with temperatures hovering about 31 degrees.
Kenneth, I was at the grocery store last night, and the line, of course, was out the door. What have New Yorkers been saying about the storm? Are they calling it a bust, or just saying it's just a free day?
Well, it seems like most New Yorkers heeded the warnings and stayed inside and stayed home if they had the opportunity. I spoke with a couple of folks who didn't have the opportunity to take off work today and were headed to work this morning. They said this is nothing. They said they are used to a lot more than this, and certainly that snowstorm we saw last year when we had record-breaking snowfall in a single day, this is nothing compared to that. So they said, a little ice, a little snow, not going to stop them. A lot of folks out here and about this morning. We're here in Columbus Circle, right here on the edge of Central Park, sort of a heavy tourist spot. So a lot of folks from out of town out and about, kind of taking it all in, taking pictures. And of course, there's people who had to go to work on their way this morning, and they're now.
Yeah, the tourists are out, but New Yorkers are on the inside.
That's right. They know better, right? But I'm looking at these road conditions here. I mean, how difficult is sleep making getting around in cars today?
Well, they're still pretty slippery. In terms of the sidewalks, a lot of areas have hit the sidewalks with, of course, sand and salt, and with the plow or with the shovel at least once. But that ice that I was talking about earlier, that sort of put down another layer of ice both on the sidewalks and on the streets. So that has made conditions out here very, very slippery. I've seen a lot of people close to falling and falling. And then if you look at the roads behind me, this is Columbus Circle. This is a main artery thoroughfare here in the city. Plows have hit this a couple of times, and you can still see it's a slushy, snowy, wet mess out here. So we've seen buses go through and cabs go through, but if you're used to going through this area, and if you've been out here, which obviously you both have, very, very quiet out here this afternoon as these crews work to clean it up.
Kenneth, real quick, just a quick important question. Public transportation, I know this is the second time in history that the city has shut down above ground service for subway stations. How's it working?
Yeah, we are not seeing a full travel ban like we saw last year, but yeah, above ground subways are shut down. The ones that are operating on a modified schedule, often with a lot of delays. My train was fine this morning. Buses are running. A lot of them are on modified schedules as well, in addition to the trains running similarly.
All right, be safe and have a little fun. Kenneth Craig in Columbus Circle in New York City. Thank you.
You're welcome.